Ladies and gentlemen, the pleb is back. In this report, well, the left are losing their bloody minds as a Liberal MP completely snaps and loses his cool on the floor of the House of Commons because he was so triggered by Pierre Poilievre. As well, tonight, another reporter tries to come at Pierre Poilievre over parental rights and gets absolutely shut down. You won't want to miss tonight's story. Stick around. Before we kick off tonight's report, just want to say thank you to everyone who's staying vigilant and double checking that they are still subscribed. For whatever reason, YouTube is mass unsubscribing a lot of you, possibly because I am getting a little too close to the truth. But thankfully, you guys, everyone, my viewers, are not letting them win. This channel is growing. The truth is getting out. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, smash the subscribe button. Let's start the report. Tonight's story will kick off with Liberal MPs having literal meltdowns and dropping F-bombs on the floor of the House of Commons. One thing I love about Pierre Poilievre so much is his ability to make these people lose their bloody minds, but really expose how crazy they truly are. Now, with Justin Trudeau's approval rating at all-time lows and his polling numbers in the toilet, Liberal MPs underneath him see the writing on the wall now. They know they are going to lose their jobs in the next election. And what do children do when they don't get their way or things go bad? Well, they act out and they throw tantrums. And in the House of Commons, the Attorney General of Canada literally had a meltdown over Pierre Poilievre to the point where he's dropping F-bombs. Watch this. Yup, he dropped the F-bomb. Let's watch.
Secondly, as an aggravating factor for an auto theft that occurs with organized crime, that's already on the books too. 718.2 of the Criminal Code, Mr. Leader of the Opposition. Why don't we focus on things we can actually do, like getting tough with organized crime and anti-money laundering?
Did you guys hear this? Did you guys hear this? Rewind this. Okay, I'm going to boost the audio on this one. Oh my God. These liberals are acting like literal children now, dropping F-bombs, insulting their opponents on the other side of the aisle here, calling them effing tools. The left is truly unhinged. Play that one more time. Play that one more time.
Actually do, like getting tough with organized crime and anti-money laundering.
Oh my God. I don't think he expected us to catch this, but oh boy, are we ever glad that we did. Look, this is not just any MP having this meltdown here. This is the Attorney General of Canada on the floor of the House of Commons, dropping F-bombs, calling his opponents effing tools. No wonder our country is so screwed up. Our leaders are absolutely unhinged. And speaking of unhinged, our woke leftist mainstream media once again tried to come at Pierre Poilievre this morning, asking him about his positions on parental rights, trying to play got you with Pierre Poilievre, and he absolutely shut them down again.
Medical freedom, that you oppose the state imposing medical choices on the Canadians. Yesterday, you were asked about a new policy in Alberta, which restricts healthcare for transgender youth in particular. You refused to say where you actually stand on those regulations. You attacked journalists who asked you that question as peddling disinformation for the Prime Minister. So can you say now where you stand on the state restricting healthcare access for transgender youth? And can you confirm whether or not your caucus is allowed to speak freely on this issue?
First and foremost, you are spreading disinformation, and you refuse to even describe the policy proposals that are being debated. You refuse to even list any of them. And the reason you do, let's be clear why you don't do it, because you don't want to lose the debate. And so if you keep it vague, and you actually refrain from actually describing the policies that Premier Smith is putting in place, then you think that you can misrepresent them and represent conservatives. This is exactly what Justin Trudeau has done. You notice that Trudeau has not given a single example of any of the policies that Premier Smith has brought forward that he individually disagrees with, because he doesn't want to be specific about it. And that's because he and you want to peddle in disinformation in order to demonize Premier Smith and parents. And Justin Trudeau has spread hatred against parents. He's accused Muslim parents of being hateful because they were standing up for their kids. He's attacked Christian parents. He has suggested that parents cannot be trusted with their kids, and I disagree with him. I think we have to trust parents. No one cares for their kids more than parents.
Facts.
And that's why Justin Trudeau should butt out. He should let parents raise kids and let provinces run schools and hospitals.
Why is it that the left thinks that kids belong to the government and not their parents? Like, this is really deranged communist thinking here, and I'm happy that Pierre Poilievre is standing up to these absolute lunatics who believe that kids belong to Justin Trudeau. And it's not just the media in Canada melting down over parental rights, it's also Justin Trudeau's cabinet here, as Randy Boissonnault, one of the Liberal Party MPs, came out yesterday and threatened to pull funding from Alberta's health services because Danielle Smith stands up for parental rights and protects the kids of Alberta. Watch.
She does end up bringing this policy forward as proposed. Did you mention anything about what the federal government may do in that case, for example, withholding funding from the transfers?
That didn't come up, but as I've said before, ministers of health at our government have held money back from jurisdictions that contravene the Canada Health Act, and we will do so in the future.
Oh, nice. So now our federal government, like the children that they are threatening to withhold money from provinces who don't abide by their woke nonsense. You know what this sounds like to me? It sounds like the kid who loses and takes his ball and goes home. That is the Liberals. And these deranged lunatic Liberals are doubling down on this parental rights fight here, as they are now releasing attack ads on Pierre Poilievre for standing up for parents and parental rights in this country, and it's quite unhinged. They put out this attack ad here on Pierre yesterday that makes absolutely zero sense. They got themselves ratioed as usual, like every single post they put out. Let's watch this absolute nonsense. Just a disclaimer, this is the worst political attack ad I've ever seen. It's comically bad.
Where do the Conservatives stand on these issues that she talked about in the video?
Oh, we stand for common sense, like on everything else. Trudeau does not have a right to impose his radical gender ideology on our kids and on our...
Okay, that's the attack ad. What point are they trying to make here? Common sense. And then they cut to Pierre Poilievre saying Justin Trudeau does not have a right to impose his radical gender ideology on kids. Like, this is an actual attack ad for the Liberals in 2024. I can't believe this is real life. I can't believe that they friggin' paid money for someone to produce this. This is hot dog shit. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. The Liberals are just proving how mentally insane they are, as this is what they seem to want to run on the next election. I absolutely encourage them to, as 75% of Canadian parents agree with Danielle Smith and agree with parental rights, and the Liberals want to make this into their campaign. Go ahead. They're actually dumber than I imagined. And to add fuel to the fire of the leftist meltdowns, yesterday Trump came out in support of parental rights and against gender-affirming care and said that he is going to reverse everything on his first day in office.
The left-wing gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. Very simple.
Very simple. God, I love this guy.
Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. Can you believe this?
Can you
I
believe
will sign
this?
a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age. I will then ask Congress to permanently stop federal taxpayer dollars from being used to promote or pay for these procedures and pass a law prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. It'll go very quickly.
Parental rights is a huge winner in politics, and it's only these wacko progressive leftists who believe that kids belong to the government. And yesterday in Ottawa, these fringe minority, it's funny, Trudeau called us the fringe minority, but Trudeau's supporters truly are the fringe now. They showed up in Ottawa to protest Danielle Smith's visit. What a bunch of losers. Wow. So pathetic. And in that crowd of Ottawa protesters, you see this picture like literally right here on behind me? Well, that's Dina Sharif, and she was there for this protest against Danielle Smith.
Waste your time on me.
Protecting my friends isn't wasting my time, bitch.
What are you protecting them from?
From your ugly f***ing face.
Wow, very classy.
Trans rights are human rights.
The people who show up at these protests are not the salt of the earth Canadians who line themselves up every morning at 6 a.m. to go get their Tim Hortons. These are wacky, leftist, progressive, complete communists. Let's go take a look at some of the pictures of the crowd so I could show you what a fringe minority these people are. I mean, just look at these photos here. We got one N95 mask. These people are still wearing masks. Another mask. Another mask. 4 masks out of 5 people. They're not normal. Just look at this crowd here. Follow my mouse here, okay? Mask, 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 mask. And this is only in the front here. Mask, literally in the front. Mask, 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 mask. I mean, the virus has been over. I mean, you never even needed a mask to begin with, but these people are still afraid of COVID, or are they just mentally ill? And oh my God, they actually have the neckbeard Wojak guy there. Zoom in here. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. The neck-bearded Wojak showed up to support trans rights. It's obvious now, folks, that Trudeau's base is clearly the fringe minority of Canada. The absolute weirdos, okay? These are not normal people. These are communists who support him. It's actually insane. No normal person I've ever spoke to genuinely likes Justin Trudeau. Only these wacko communists. All right, guys, that is going to be a wrap here for today's video, but I want to know in the comments down below, what do you guys think of parental rights? Should the government be in control of the kids, or should the parents? Also, what did you guys think of Pierre Poilievre's exchange with that reporter today? I really want to know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's report, make sure to like the video so YouTube recommends it to more people. Share it out on social media. Tell your friends about the Pleb on YouTube. And if you want to support me even more, you could buy a $5 membership to this channel. My name is the Pleb. I will see you at the next report. Peace.